Hey Gemini, welcome to your November 2024 weekly reading. It's going to be your reading from November 11th until the 17th. I hope you're doing well. We're just going to go ahead and jump straight in and get started. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you click if you click that link, you can book a reading with me. I said ooh because you pulled the Emperor here for the overall energy. So you're showing up here in a strong position, Gemini. Let's see here. Yeah, I definitely get this energy here, Gemini, that Spirit's really wanting you to this week, like one of the big tests here for you this week, and something that Spirit's like really trying to kind of help you with is really being your own authority here. When I say your own authority, I'm not saying like being rude or brash or any of that. The Emperor connects to Aries, and Aries deals with the ability to be able to govern oneself and to be able to define things for oneself and to be able to, with the Seven of Wands and the challenge that's connecting with this, to be your own confident authority here and stand up for what it is that you believe in and fight for what it is that you believe in. And to allow yourself to be you, right? Like to fully embody your own individuality. And anybody who's trying to take that away from you, or trying to put you down, or trying to make you feel ashamed or something like that, I think you should disconnect from those people, or just set very strong boundaries here with this King of Swords. Let's see here. Good read, especially when it comes to relationships this week. If you're single, I definitely feel like there's new love here for you. Could be with an Aries, with the Emperor. Could be with any sign here. If you're already in a relationship, or if you're dealing with someone here, I definitely feel like there's a deepening of emotions and a bond here being created. Trust here being felt and established. Even if it's already there, there's even more deeper connection here happening. Let's pull your oracle cards and then we'll jump into this more, Gemini. Good read though. I see. I'm not gonna say this. Whenever I say it's good, whenever I say a reading is good, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, every day and every minute and every second and every hour is gonna be all sunshine and rainbows. No, it's like we're humans and our emotions are constantly fluctuating. But I think for the rhythm of the week, I think overall and consistently, it's pretty positive. Now you do have free will, so you can fuck that up if you want. But I'm just saying. Just saying. You pull this first house card, it says arrival, and that's interesting because the Emperor's here, it's Aries, and who rules the first house? Aries. But the first house deals with yourself, and also the awareness of the self, and it deals with self-confidence as well. I think the universe is wanting you to be confident in yourself. You pulled this thriving card. So, man. And you pull, this is power here at the bottom of the deck. So this is the reestablishing and connecting back to your power. It's interesting. We're gonna have a full moon this week on the 15th. It will be in Taurus conjunct Uranus, which will be in your 12th house, Gemini. But it will also at the same time, we have Saturn and Pisces coming direct. And Saturn's been in your 10th house of career. So Saturn's been retrograde though, and it's pretty much stopped. So when it comes to things with work and career, it can kind of just feel very meaningless, confusing, lack of definition with things, unclear goals maybe, or just unclear plans. When it comes direct, I feel like you'll be able to define things more clearly when it comes to your dreams and the things that you're envisioning for your career, and you'll be able to go about taking more solid steps. And I think this full moon that we're having here in Taurus conjunct Uranus in your 12th house, this is really going to light up that 12th house. And the 12th house is a house of self-enlightenment, or it's self-undoing. It's the subconscious, unconscious. It's the puppet behind the string that's pulling the strings, right? It's the puppet master. But it's like if we become aware of what those things are, then it leads to self-enlightenment. But if we don't, and we just kind of let our subconscious and unconscious patterns rule the show, it can lead to like self-undoing. But that full moon is really going to light up that 12th house with Uranus being there. And so this could be you having a big awakening spiritually. But also a big emotional release. And I think this is what this Ace of Cups is in the future. And we'll take a look at that here in a moment. Oh yeah, the sun in Scorpio is in your 6th house. Okay. You pulled this straddling worlds card. It says wandering between realms. So you may be feeling, I don't want to say lost. I don't think that's the right word. I think more so you're just kind of in the in-between, Gemini. I think you're wanting to enter into a new world, but there's like this old world that you're trying to leave behind. But I think for the most part, there is this understanding and conscious awareness here about yourself and where you want to go. I don't think you're totally stuck in like the void of things, or I don't think you're like in this, foggy energy. All right, let's jump into your read. You pulled the Emperor here for the overall energy here for you for the week. A lot of success that you can tap into this week, and a lot of things that you can achieve this week. When I pulled these major arcanas, I know like you hear all the time like, the Emperor, like, oh, you're going to be successful, right? Or you're going to be able to achieve all your goals, or you're going to go through a level up, glow up. True, but like the Emperor, it's a major arcana for one, so it's a bigger spiritual theme. It's an archetype, right? So it's the potential of the archetype that can be harnessed. And the Emperor is like how to harness that archetype, right, to get the most out of the Emperor energy, right, to become successful, to be your own individual, your own authority, right, to have your own business, right, to have your own things, right, to be really rooted and seated in your power. It's all about how you self-govern yourself. And that's like the big overall energy here. It's like as if you really self-govern yourself and you hold yourself accountable and you define things for yourself and you don't overly rely on others, but you rely on yourself, like you have a lot of success here that you can have. You have the Knight of Swords here in your current energy. I think right now, Gemini, you're very much in your Gemini energy. Ripping and running and running and ripping. And new things happening here, new things happening there. I think, honestly, though, I just think it's just like you're just staying busy, Gemini. But you're moving in an energy of success. I'm surprised you haven't had success yet. 7 of Wands is maintaining your position. It's in the challenge. So if you've been getting success, 7 of Wands is saying keep it up, right? Like King of Swords is the advice. Stay focused, concentrated, don't get distracted, right? Stay on top of your goals, stick to your word. And I want to say here, if you haven't gotten the success, damn. If you haven't gotten the success you want, the 7 of Wands is, just believe in yourself. Like, I know it's a lot more easier said than done, but it really is about just it's about being like, this is who I am, this is what I want, and I'm going to express my own individuality, I'm going to be confident, I'm going to go for the things that I want. This is who I am, this is what I want. And not so much relying on what other people think of you, right? And that's the King of Swords. It's like, okay, what are my goals, right? And let me kind of be stoic about it. Let me not let my emotions get in the way and let other people detract me from my goals or whatever the case might be. You do have the Ace of Cups, though, in the future. And this is the interesting energy, because I think with this Ace of Cups, for one, this is going to be you really focusing on things that emotionally and spiritually fulfill you with this Ace of Cups. But I think that there is this deeper feeling that you're connecting to this week. And I think it's because of the full moon that's happening in your 12th with Uranus. So it could really kind of feel very emotional. But I think it's good, though. I think there's something, because water also points to the moon, right? Also points to spirituality and your consciousness, and this could be to where you're having these deeper realizations and these deeper awakenings here. But it's like it's restoring things here for you in a good way. And I say that because you have the 2 of Cups in the outcome, which is on an individual note. I think there's love here, though, with that Ace of Cups. Yes, that's love in the future. That's new love. If you're looking for new love, or if you're in a relationship, this is, emotions, something emotionally good, positive happening here. But I think, though, when it comes to yourself, like the 2 of Cups is the how well integrated and balanced you are emotionally, right? It's like the polarization of emotion. It's like we can be way over here, but really it's about finding the middle, right? It's about kind of finding the balance. And I think that's what's happening here with the 2 of Cups. You did pull the Ace of Wands here in your position of something that you're unaware of, that you need to be aware of here. I would say with this Ace of Wands, when you feel motivated or inspired, act. But don't be impulsive though, right? But whenever you feel motivated, inspired, act. Clarify the Emperor here for your overall energy, Gemini. Pull this flag card. It says devotion. So this is about you staying devoted to your goals, staking your claim with things here, sticking to your word. It's claiming what's yours, right? The Emperor with the flag. This is mine. Like, this is what I'm doing. This is who I am. This is my mountain. This is what I'm doing. I think that's this first house card as well here. Clarify the Knight of Swords in your current energy. You pulled this globe totality here, and I think right now the world is pretty much yours. It always is, right? Like, all the opportunity and the abundance that's out there, you know, this is about going out and finding it, getting it. Clarify the Seven of Wands in your challenge. You pull this Hammer card. It says Forge here. So I think your challenge at this time is to keep up the hard work. It's about maintaining your position, especially if you're challenging yourself. You don't want to regress. You don't want to regress. And if you're in something competitive, it's about not getting complacent. Clarify the Ace of Cups here in the future position. You pulled this Crown card. It says accomplishment. So I think there's going to be something here that you do accomplish, and you may have already accomplished this already. I have that feeling, but it's something here that's going to soak in. Like, you'll be able to really feel the blessing of it. Clarify the Ace of Wands in the position of something you're unaware of. You pull this Snake card. It says energetic movement. Yeah, and this is Kundalini energy. Kundalini. So I do pick the Kundalini energy has really been coming through. But when you have a full moon on Uranus, that is an activation of a lot of energy surging through people, which can be Kundalini awakenings, which is basically just newer energies flowing through your body, right? That's igniting your passion for things, or that's bringing in more passion, more energy. And the first house does deal with the body, so it's like activating the body. So there's something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of this week is all this newer passionate energy flowing through you. Like, fucking use it. Clarify the King of Swords as your advice. You pulled this Lizard card. It says renewal here. So your advice at this time, you know, King of Swords reminds me of Aquarius. Aquarius is ruling planet Saturn. Capricorn is also ruling planet Saturn. Oh, it's interesting because I don't know if Saturn comes direct this week, or so I don't know if Pluto comes into Aquarius this week. It may be at the end of the week. Back to what I was saying though, the King of Swords reminds me of like Saturn and Aquarius. It reminds me of Aquarius. It doesn't even we don't even have to put Saturn in there. But Aquarius is the ability though to it's curiously skeptical. Your advice is to be curious but skeptical, to take in newer information but to examine it closely, and then ultimately make your decision based off of what actually resonates with you. I feel like that's your advice this week, is to be curious, to examine everything, but to also be skeptical. Curious but skeptical, or skeptical but curious. But it's just about the willingness to see all sides and to examine everything. I don't know why this is your advice, but this is your advice. And to see, okay, what you like and what you don't like, and then from there, that move forward with that. And that's that Lizard renewal card here. Clarify the Two of Cups in your outcome. You pulled this Ship card. It says exploration. You may be going on a trip with someone here. It could be someone that you're in a relationship with, or maybe you're meeting someone here if you're single. But when it comes to yourself here, I think you could be really finding something you're really emotionally passionate about, or finding that emotional, passionate connection again to things. And it's making you feel more fulfilled. But I do want to say here that you do have support here this week from people. I feel like it's more toward the end of the week, but there definitely is a big supportive energy here backing you with what you're trying to do and accomplish here. You pulled this growth card. It says plants here. Maybe some of you get maybe you buying new plants this week. I don't know. No, I just think that, you know, this is just growth, right? When it's like you want growth. It's interesting because I see here, Gemini, it's like you identify with growth. So whenever there's not growth, it's like it almost like takes a hit on you. Like it's like affects you personally. So I feel like this week it's like you're really getting back to being in a more growth-oriented consciousness, and not, you know, like you're just wanting more growth. That's that Emperor. It's like you're wanting to achieve more things. You pulled this Stillness card here. So I will say that this card is learning when to go with the flow. Like you can't force things sometimes, right? But it also is about being proactive too, as much as you can. Pulled this Winter's Dream card. It says gestation period. So this is the birth of something new. And I think you're kind of coming out of this winter period. And, you know, now the spring is happening. Even though we're going into winter. But for you, I feel like, you know, it's different. All right, so that's what I got for you, Gemini, in your weekly reading. I'm going to leave your reading here. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you're newer to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. And otherwise, than that, Gemini, I'm wishing you the best, and I'll see you in your next video.